Hello again, it's Adrian from Welshot, and in this episode of 2 Minute Tuesday we're going to be talking about the mode dial on your camera. The mode dial on the top of your camera has 4 main settings, and I'll just run through them quickly now for you to explain what they do and how they affect your pictures. So on my camera I've got an A setting. Now if you have a Canon, that'll be AV, which is aperture value, or just straightforward aperture on mine. In this setting you adjust your aperture on either your lens or your camera to give you the appropriate depth of field that you wish to have. The camera's meter then tells you an appropriate shutter speed by metering the scene that you've actually composed for, and then that gives you the complete setting range that you've got. If you don't agree with this setting, you can use your exposure compensation to give it a plus or a minus side to make it lighter or darker. That's if you don't agree with what the camera's chosen. Next we have an S mode, which is shutter priority, and just as it says, the S mode, it gives you the ability to adjust your shutter speed whilst the camera then adjusts your aperture to the appropriate setting, once again using the meter, and you can then correct this if you not quite agree with it by using your compensation. I use this personally for the things that move, so I go to the racetrack an awful lot, things that move there quite quickly, bikes, cars, whatever, and I use that to freeze movement or to show movement on it. The next one we have P. Now P is for program. Some call it P for professional, but no, it's P for program. What this is, it's almost an automatic mode, but it will let you choose your ISO setting, and it will keep your ISO setting at that setting until you change it. Now, I say it's almost an automatic mode because it will choose an appropriate aperture and it'll choose an appropriate shutter speed for you. But you can override those once again if you wish to by turning the front or the back dials on your camera. So it is more almost an automatic setting, but it keeps your ISO at the particular setting you've previously chosen. Next we have the M setting, which M stands for manual. Can be quite scary for some people, but all it means is that you are in control of your settings completely. So your ISO, your aperture and your shutter speed, which basically is your exposure triangle. So I use this an awful lot if I'm using filters to be creative, or especially in the studio with lighting, as I want to be in full control of. So that is your PSAM settings on the mode dial. I hope you found this useful. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.